This is Brussels, Belgium, the capital of the European Union. Where over 75% of the residents here are either foreigners without citizenship, foreigners with citizenship, or the children of these foreigners, rapidly turning real Belgians into a minority in their own capital city. And if you commit the crime of noticing the problems these new Belgians bring to the city, you might just go to jail.
They raided me, they took me out of bed, they came into my private home, they stole all of my devices. So this is really a form of state terror.
So I met up with Dries van Langenhoven, a Flemish nationalist on trial for hate speech after stating the consequences of mass migration.
The Great Replacement is replacing the natives of Europe by people and cultures and identities that are completely foreign and most of the time even hostile to Europe.
Men are very horny here, mostly immigrants.
It's nice to have people from everywhere that bring their food and everything.
I don't want to live in a country where there's Pakistanis delivering goy slob everywhere. That's just not the future that I want for my children. If we want to, we can send back home millions within a matter of days or weeks.
Let me show you the benefits of Brussels' increasingly diverse population right outside of a major train station overrun with drug dealers, violent crime, and prostitution. What's going on here?
Locals.
What are your thoughts on this behavior? Instantly, the glass is broken. Okay, so right outside the train station, things get instantly a little shicey. You want to say hi?
What's up?
How you doing? Where are you from?
Algeria.
How is Algeria?
Sí, bueno, Algeria.
Bueno. ¿Qué es tu opinión de
Europa,
Belgium?
hijo de puta.
¿Qué?
Europa, hijo de puta.
Las putas
Puta de merda.
¿Aquí?
Sí, Algeria, sí.
Ay,
sí,
ay, ay.
Belgique, sí, Gardino.
¿Gorditas? Okay. Okay.
Viva Dra-
Okay, respecto, gracias. Okay, nice fellas, I think. Yo.
Donne-moi page.
Huh? What does he say?
Page.
What's Paja? What's Paja?
Page, contact Instagram.
You want to say what's up? Say what's up. Tyler. Good to meet you. Yeah.
No problem, see my face, see
Hey, okay, good.
I talk my
Okay,
life.
where you from? Tell me.
I'm from Africa.
Where in Africa? I've never been. Hey, we just support him. Hey, it's good. Relax. Come with me. Walk with me. Come on. How are you? Let's talk. Let's walk and talk. Keep in mind, we literally just walked out the train station.
The good people respect.
Why is everything so
people
tense?
Is different, no?
Why is everything so tense?
No, this is my life.
It's a
You not talk to
prostitution.
me, I talk myself. You not talk to me.
No, I want to talk to you.
You where from?
Texas, USA.
I come from Europe long time.
I see.
I need my life is good.
see.
My people,
I see.
my everything, my
Okay.
everything people.
Okay, good.
Respect. We have the good. No have a problem. I thank you for you.
Okay.
So much.
All right, we want to go this way or that way?
Thank you, UK.
All right,
I
hey.
miss you. I miss
Good to meet you. Good to meet you. We just walked out of the ladies over here are selling the services. They obviously don't want to be filmed.
It's legal, yeah.
Where are we? Do we know? What is the name?
Listen, but no camera. What do you need?
Just walking around, talking.
Yeah, you walk around, don't camera.
Okay. No problem. Not you. We're walking. You're beautiful, we love you. You're beautiful. Yo, we walked into a war zone just now, I'm gonna be real. You're probably thinking, Tyler, this is a no-go zone. The rest of Brussels can't be this bad, right?
In most Brussels neighborhoods are quite okay, but as you can see,
Here's some guys screaming behind us.
yeah, and the people in front of us as well are quite shady, but this is a dangerous square if you come here at the worst, at the bad timing.
Someone just threw a beer. Who threw it?
I know it was
The birds? The birds threw it.
But you're famous on TikTok, man.
Am I? Great to meet you. How are you? Where are you from?
I'm good. I'm Brazilian, man. From Rio.
Rio. Shout out Rio de
Rio.
Janeiro. This is one big melting pot right here.
It is.
And
Even
does everyone get along here?
Those depends on the days, you know. It depends on the rainy days.
And I noticed the birds threw a can of, another bird threw an energy drink at us.
That is not that I didn't see coming.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw the energy drink.
So was it that guy?
Yeah, I don't know if it was that guy, but
Huh.
I didn't see it coming.
Since when did the birds start throwing energy drinks at us?
No, that we didn't see. That I'm sorry, man. Maybe he thinks he's a cop or something.
Who?
Yeah, maybe
Who?
he thinks.
Who
you're-
threw
you're
it? Do we
friends.
know?
No, I didn't see where.
Most squares in the neighborhood here used to be very nice, but in the past, let's say 20 years, a lot has changed in Brussels. Definitely since 2015.
How How are we doing, man?
Where are you from?
USA. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Hey, Donald Trump.
You want to say what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Morocco?
How are you?
USA. How you guys doing? How do you guys like Brussels?
We're from Morocco, bro.
How long you guys been here in Brussels?
J'ai perdu ma vie ici, moi. Ça fait 14 ans que je suis là, moi, frère.
His visa expired 6 months ago.
But you might be wondering, where did all the Belgians here go? What is the Great Replacement?
The Great Replacement is replacing the native ethnocultural peoples of Europe by people and cultures and identities that are completely foreign and most of the time even hostile to Europe. So the importing basically of millions of third worlders into European communities. In Brussels right now, 90% of young people, so below 18 years of age, are foreign, they are migrants. So this city is just not a Belgian city anymore. And the 10% other people, they are also thinking about moving out of the city. So this city is just not a Belgian city anymore. And we see this phenomenon spreading around Brussels, but also in Antwerp, in Ghent, in many cities in Belgium. They're just not Belgian cities anymore. And this problem is spreading like an oil spill until there will be no part of Flanders anymore, no part of Belgium anymore that is Belgian.
And what is their rationale for importing this many people into Belgium?
Many different reasons, but the two main reasons are cheap labor, the importing of cheap labor. That's why big finance, these big powers, ruthless capitalists want to import as many people as possible because they just want to make more money to then extradite to other places. And then you have the leftists who want new voters. They betrayed the white working class voters, so they now want to import third worlders to vote for them, and they will hand out welfare checks like candy in order to receive these votes.
So, all of this to say, is remigration at scale a possibility?
I do think it is a possibility, and actually the only thing that stands in the way of large-scale remigration is political will. We have the boats, we have the planes, we have the trains, we have the cars. If we want to, we can send back home millions within a matter of days or weeks. And I would say, even if the possibility is so small that it's near impossible, it is still our duty to try to do this, because the alternative is horrible.
How old were you when you committed the crime of hate speech?
When I was in my early 20s as a student, and I also founded the political youth movement Schild en Vrienden, which rapidly became the biggest and most important political youth movement in the country.
Yes. Who was charged with the crime?
I was charged with the crime along with 6 other activists, members of these group chats. We were convicted to a prison sentence even for memes in a private group chat. And I have to say, memes that I myself did not share, did not make, and did not even see.
Because at the time, Dries was really one of the only loud voices speaking out against the rapid importation of foreigners into Belgium.
We hebben inderdaad massale remigratie nodig. Saving Western civilization, of saving European culture. Well, there is nothing more important than that.
So, 8 years later, let's go visit a neighborhood gifted with the very diversity Dries was fighting against. Go speak to the new face of Brussels. How are you? YouTuber. Where are you from, man? How are you?
I'm from Syria.
Syria?
Yeah.
How do you like Belgium?
Visa.
Visa?
Yeah.
Work visa?
Yeah, student.
Students work here in Belgium.
What work do you want to do?
Chauffeur.
Chauffeur.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after, ID card.
And you don't want to...
Belgium.
Yeah. And now that the war is over in Syria, are you not looking to return to Syria?
Assad.
Yeah. Assad is gone now.
Yeah, I go. I'm need apartment. Alles.
Yeah, broken.
Yeah.
I see.
But
You have family over there?
They need young Syrians to rebuild the country.
Yeah, we. In Belgium, 5 years, this year, klaar, work, and after Syria.
So eventually you want to go back. Yeah. Okay.
Make some money here in Belgium, bring it back to Syria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Money.
Syria needs its young men to rebuild the country.
We.
Yeah.
Bien sûr.
And what is your favorite part of Brussels?
Person here niet goed. Moroccan hashish.
We noticed a lot of Moroccans giving us
Algeria.
Drug gangs.
And Belgian women or Syrian women? Which one is more pretty? This is our final and most important question.
No, Syria. Yes, Syria. Syria, full beautiful. Mar'a Syria.
Then definitely don't wait too long to return.
Belgium.
He's like, these bitches are ugly.
Belgium.
Oh, they're heavy sets. Where are you from?
Syria.
Syria. I see. And how do you survive in Belgium?
Moi je travaille ici. He works here.
I see.
And CBS. Bitalam.
CPS.
Also,
I see.
And you guys don't have jobs right now?
Yeah, the job is after in the school.
I see.
شغالين الحمد لله. Work.
Work, okay.
My own great-grandparents would probably have a heart attack if they would return to this city, this once great and beautiful city. The only people that it was good for were these ruthless international capitalists who drained all the money and then fled off to other tax havens. And then these Moroccans and Turks that came here, they just never left. And then they started importing all of their families. That was the first wave. And then the second wave has a massive import of people from all over the world. Sometimes for cheap labor, but many times as well fake refugees, fake asylum seekers.
Dries, how does this end? How do you escape the doom loop?
Well, mass remigration is the only peaceful solution we have left. And I think we have a window of about 10 years to still enact this, because in Brussels, for example, about 90% of the youth is foreign. They are migrants. So once these people get of age and are able to vote, there's no way we're ever going to be able to vote for remigration. But if we are able to convince the big cohort of white boomers that are still present in the country to vote for remigration, then we still have a shot at solving this in a peaceful way.
I'm from Romania.
Romania.
Yes, I'm in Belgium from 2 years.
2 years.
I speak French, Dutch, English.
Okay.
I tried to find a job.
Yeah, how was it?
For the moment, they say I must wait for papers.
He's pissing over there.
This is legal.
Ah, sorry, man. Culture shock. I guess everyone's pissing out here. Holy shit, this is all piss.
Yeah, that's all piss.
Piss and shit.
It's not raining here, we're under a bridge.
So I thought it was raining, but turns out it was urine.
And mid-B-roll collection, my cameraman interrupted this astrophysicist advancing the theory of relativity.
Why? This is my profile.
Okay, congratulations.
Hey, guys. We're doing documentary. Calm down. How are you? My name's Tyler. I understand. I said we're walking through the sidewalks. So we come in peace. Good to meet you. And if you want to fight, you'll get a fight. You know that, right? Don't be stupid now, boy. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. I'm being serious. We don't have time. Okay, f yourself too. Anyways. Tunisian. I see.
Tunisian.
Oh, nasty. Yuck.
That's
Why?
piss. They're throwing piss at us.
Nasty. Okay, it's milk. Okay, he just got milk splattered.
And it's important to keep in mind, in these diverse neighborhoods, there's always a ton of phone shops and money transfer stations so they can send the money they make in Belgium back to wherever the hell they're actually from.
Western Union?
They sell phones and stuff as well.
Okay, phone shop. I see, it's multi-purpose. Okay, I thought it was phone shop. I think it is a Western Union and a phone shop where you can send money back home after a...
You can bring in whatever you've collected and then send it home.
In Pakistan, it's hard to be making the daily life and expensive.
I see, so the economy's better here, easier to make money.
Yeah, that's easy.
Do you make enough money to send back home to Pakistan?
Yeah, always.
Okay, that's good.
I'm supporting my family. I'm doing.
How large is your family in Pakistan?
We're 5 brothers and 2 sisters, and
Wow.
my mom and dad. Yeah.
Big family you're supporting.
Family, yeah.
Do you support a family back home?
منين ما في.
No. Need family Syria.
I see.
Family is here.
Family's here, I see.
بيتي بالحرب راح على الارض وكيلك الله لسه حجر ما عمل راتب يا دوب بكفي راتب بكفي بس يعني 1500 ايجار بيت 700 فواتير عندي 7 اولاد مصروف 1500 بالشهر
7 baby.
He has 7 babies.
Yeah, 7 baby.
He has a baby.
Student.
Oh, so you don't work?
No work.
Well, I do for the deliveries, for the Uber, for the Deliveroo and other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long you been here?
About 1 year.
Do you see yourself staying for the rest of your life?
You should go to live for the life for the weather in Italy and in Spain and
I see.
Portugal. The weather is really good there.
I see.
So you can see very cold here. That's why. Yeah.
And you ask him if he gets money from the state.
CBS. CBS country بيطالن.
How much?
قديش بالشهر؟
يعني انا باخذ حوالي 2500
2500 euro.
Per month. From the state.
Yeah.
But also free apartments.
Wow.
And electricity and water and
Nice.
ماني بس بيروح كله ايجار بيت فواتير مصروف اكل
and
I see.
money finish.
I see. Stop. Hi.
You can say Europe is the way like you can fulfill your dreams here, and Europe supports you, and Europe give you the opportunities to live here and support your family.
I don't want to live in a country where there's Pakistanis delivering goy slop everywhere. That's just not the future that I want for my children.
Sure. How do you guys like Belgium compared to Guinea?
Yeah, I think here, we have a little bit of freedom. I think people are afraid because they don't know who I use. I think it's good to do some little bit of introduction.
Oh, I see. My name is Tyler.
Yeah,
Good to meet you.
They have a good choice, to come here because everybody knows Brussels or Belgium are the capital of Europe.
Yeah.
But the problem is Belgium is small,
Very tiny.
so that they cannot rescue everybody.
Yes.
That's a good point. Hi. Okay, you guys want to say what's up? All right. Whoa. And you might be wondering, why is Brussels such an attractive location for migrants entering the EU? And what benefits does the government here give you once you get here? We headed to Brussels' humanitarian hub to find out. Thank you. Hi. Okay, I'm walking. Where's the door? Where's the door? I'm looking for the door. Where's the door? Okay, then we have no problem. Relax. F you two, all right? Ay. Niemand is illegal?
Nobody is illegal.
Do you agree with that?
I must say I disagree.
But you might be wondering why these young men traveled across the world through several safe countries to get all the way to Belgium. But real quick, are you tired of hunting for coupons and promo codes? Well, the sponsor of this video, Cooper, is a free extension that helps you save money while shopping online. It's simple. You install the free Cooper extension, and when you go to checkout on whatever site you're buying from, Cooper automatically tests and applies the best available coupons. And Cooper has cashback offers for over 76,000 retailers that you can activate before completing your purchase. And as you browse products online, Cooper will even display the prices that other sites and platforms sell what you're looking at, so you can make the most informed shopping decisions. Cooper supports Chrome, Edge, Opera, Firefox, Safari, and even Safari on mobile. With over 9 million users, Cooper is a trusted choice for savvy shoppers. Click the link in the description, install Cooper, register your account, and see how much you save. Thanks, Cooper. Back to Brussels. English? Where are you from?
Ethiopia.
Say what's up.
What's up?
Where are you from?
Morocco.
I'm from Palestine, but I'm born in Lebanon.
Born in Lebanon.
Yeah.
Gambia.
Morocco. Why did you come?
Because of the political issues, there is forced conscription to fight against the federal government. The federal government is also not supporting Tigray.
I see.
So because of that, I was forcefully conscripted and spent a lot of bad special medical issue.
How do you like it here in Belgium?
It's good. Just I'm arrived from 3 years, and now my life it's stable now.
If you go to Belgium, you cross several safe countries. Why did you come all the way to Belgium?
I chose here because I have done 2 times surgery in my ear, so I have medical issue and trauma about the war. So I have a relative here. Nobody in Europe I know, and I came here.
Because you have good medical care then?
To support from my relative.
Do you plan to stay in Belgium or do you plan to return?
At this time, it's a bad decision to return back to my country. So I already asked asylum.
Do you plan on staying here much longer?
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
How is this facility? Good or bad?
It's very good.
Very good. They give you food, a place to sleep. What do they give?
Currently, I'm in Pit Chateau, so it's good.
Esta situación aquí, comida y un lugar que dormir.
Para dormir, sí, sí.
Ok, bueno. Las personas simpáticos.
Está bien, sí, claro.
Muy bueno.
Aquí sí.
¿Tú tienes un trabajo aquí?
Ahora mismo no, pero estoy buscando.
¿Tú recibí dinero por el gobierno ahora o no?
No, nada.
Belgium is good.
Good. How long you been here?
1 month.
1 month. Okay. Have they been giving you guys food, like shelter?
Yeah. They are giving food, clothes, everything.
Okay.
But the place to sleep.
You found work in the last 3 years?
Here no, because I have a medical issue.
But like a check every month to help you survive?
Yeah, everything. Not all me. All people who live there, we're not working, or medical issue. Yeah, all people.
I mean, in Afghanistan, okay, after I come in there, we go in 2001, I come in 2019.
George Bush.
And he says, you came to Afghanistan and now I come to you. That's what he's saying.
I see.
You should go now you should go to Washington, not to Brussels.
Why don't you come to America?
No, because we are the first come to NATO, after come to what is the military United States.
I see.
They say you are animal.
They say you're an animal.
Yes.
Who says that?
Anyone.
Is it not better than to return to Afghanistan where they will not treat you like an animal?
Now he thrown me there. He put me in Afghanistan. He recruited me to 2019. 2001 I come again.
It's bad for our social fabric, it's bad for our economy. Our farmers should be investing in robotics. They should be paying decent wages for Flemish people to pick fruits and vegetables. For youngsters, students, and they shouldn't be importing people from the third world who will do this for very bad wages, in very bad living conditions. That's just not what I want.
And here's the big question. Inevitably, many of these jobs will be automated. What happens to them after it's automated?
Well, probably they will be giving universal credit to all of these people, and they will not be going home, of course. The welfare state is too generous in Belgium, even and especially for people who don't have a job. Happening right now, we're importing third worlders, but our most productive, our most innovative and ambitious young people, they're leaving Belgium and the Netherlands and Western Europe en masse. So that is it's a cascading effect, and it will only get worse in the coming years. You can understand why, because the whole country has been built on a Ponzi scheme, on a pyramid scheme, and we are the last layer of the pyramid before it collapses. That's what's happening right now.
Then we headed towards a metro station engulfed in an ongoing turf war between rival drug gangs. Do the locals here feel safe?
Let's go.
Normally we ask people where they're from, but quite obvious.
Yeah, I'm wearing
Okay, you're the first Bulgarian I met. What are your thoughts on what's going on here?
What I can say about the recent things that have been going on here is that this is gang wars. It's between them. It's not against us or the normal people. I use this metro twice a day.
Okay.
Every time an incident happened here, I was 1 hour away from the incident, but I never felt unsafe because I know this is between them and not against us.
What do you think women feel in these environments?
Oh, this is not a good environment for women. Well, Brussels generally is unsafe for women. I think men are very horny here. But
who's who?
Mostly immigrants that from third world countries, second world countries.
And do you understand Flemish or Belgian people that say we don't want the country to become like this?
This is a very topic because what I think Belgium has sold their country. I think Belgium sold their country for 2-3 generations of wealth. Now look at me. I have a Belgian passport. I am as Belgian as you are, so I
on
can.
paper, yeah.
Yeah, I can vote the same things. So
you could be the prime minister.
I could be the prime minister.
And do you wouldn't want Bulgaria to end up like this?
I would definitely not want Bulgaria to end up like this. That's why I'm always so against like immigration in Bulgaria and stuff like that.
But not here in Belgium.
Belgium, it's already done. Like I don't see it's going any good. I don't see it.
Like the
yeah, once it reaches a certain level, it's unstoppable. The interest of the Belgian people is getting lost.
Wikipedia page accurate or not?
Fake news.
Fake news for real?
For real.
For real?
You'll have to do your own research. That's your project. Okay, I don't have time for this, but it's good to meet you. Yeah.
I wish you the best.
Oh, thank you so much. Likewise.
I really like Brussels.
Okay.
There's a lot of good food.
What are the best things about Brussels? Add some positivity here.
The good food.
Okay.
I'm going to eat now Pakistani food, which is so good. You should try it.
Okay. Okay.
And Brussels is fun.
Okay.
You know, center of Europe. There's NATO here, so that's
okay.
fun.
Okay.
It's nice to have people from everywhere that bring their food and everything.
Okay.
You would agree with that?
I would say food is great, but it would be easy to actually go to a foreign country and learn the dish and bring it back home.
Is that what you're saying? I'd rather go to Yemen?
I can Google Yemeni recipes.
I gotta say, it can't be that hard to make a Yemeni's dish.
Actually, it's quite hard, actually.
Okay.
Important than food, do you think?
I'm also very skeptical of how you portray stuff.
What do you? Yeah.
I had a sense.
What you had the sixth sense of what? That I'm a great guy?
I kind of have a sense of what you're doing. I think in life you can portray everything the way you want to portray it. You know, this framing.
What do you think I'm missing out here? What would you like to share?
No, it's just a Wikipedia, and Wikipedia is a
Of
collaborative platform. Anyone can write anything about it.
No, not anyone.
That's actually not true, but I get what you're saying.
Wikipedia. I'm a big Wikipedia fan.
I'm actually a big hater of Wikipedia. It's compromise. There's very specific people who can actually moderate and edit the. But you know, I like the idea, right? It was a good idea.
There's some Wikipedia lords.
Exactly.
For sure.
In this train station, there have been plenty of shootings with Kalashnikovs, youngsters on scooters delivering drugs, shooting up the place. I don't think that's really worth the exotic food.
Like, why do you think those people...
You can be honest with your solution.
No, not recommended. I think to solve problem, you have to go down deeper into the source of those problems.
What is the
Like,
source?
for example, if you start fighting me, I'm not going to be like, okay, I'm going to say he's a bit weird.
Sure.
But to solve it, really, I want to know why. Maybe because your parents hit you, or you feel depressed and so you hit people, you know?
We've been trying, if I may for a second, we've been trying that for over 50 years and it hasn't worked. It's only gotten worse. Every time leftist politicians say we need more playgrounds, but what do? They put graffiti, they put drug dealers, they destroy the playgrounds, they shoot up the place. It just doesn't work. Well, for the same reason that if you pick up a scorpion, it will sting you. Certain people have certain cultures, and when you import these people, you import their cultures, you import their behavior and their habits. If you import Africans to a city, the city will eventually become African.
So you think there's some element of biological determinism? There's some instinctive traits relative
Scorpions
to
bite.
So I think for you, it's a biological essentialism.
Well, I wouldn't say that because that's illegal in Belgium.
Many books.
I never said that.
But if you would in the country, I think you could say it in the US. You can say
He can say it,
right?
yeah.
I can say a lot of things, yeah. In the USA, for now.
Has there ever been a European city that imported a lot of Africans, a lot of Middle Easterners that has improved? There's not a single example of successful assimilation or integration. It has never happened and it will never happen because you cannot make a cow into a horse and you cannot make a horse into a cow.
Do you as a woman feel safe in Brussels generally?
I don't live here.
Where do you live?
I don't live here.
No.
Why not?
I live in the Netherlands.
Ah, okay, this
Where in the
conversation is less valuable. Money,
This is
right?
what I really like about Europe and the far right is that your interest and the interest of a big corporation align perfectly.
No, it's
But
actually
they don't though. I
completely
think
the
it's
other way.
Perfectly, you know why? Because it's exactly what they
security.
say.
It's completely the other way.
I was only here to.
I'm actually being banned from every big corporation, every big bank, big finance, big social media, big media. Every big corporation is banning people like me, like Martin Zellner, like Tyler here. So no, our interests are not aligned. These big corporations want cheap labor and they've been importing them by the millions for the past decades.
Don't let's keep you here, yeah.
Maybe the anti-Semite claims on your Wikipedia might be true.
Why would they be true? Are you Jewish?
No, absolutely not. Just because
So
I know that if
That's
I ask you further, what makes it a big pharma?
So if you are against the Great Replacement, you are anti-Semitic?
Exactly. I mean, I think you can
Interesting.
do
okay.
your own
Yeah,
research.
Yeah. You have to do your own research. That's your project.
I do not wish you the best. I really wish that your endeavors really fail. And I wish you to make the least amount of money for your endeavors. But I wish you a healthy life though.
I appreciate that.
And
Sometimes leftists want to claim as if this is some natural phenomenon. They will say, well, migration is something that's always happened, it's just natural, people come and go. That's not true. Never in history has there been such a huge wave of migrants from completely contradictory parts of the world, the third world, coming here, bringing their own identity, their own ideas, their own cultures, religions that are completely incompatible with our culture. Of course, people have migrated intra-European from one country to another, that's normal. But importing millions upon millions of people that are impossible to integrate, let alone assimilate to Europe, that has never happened before, and it's being done deliberately. It's been done deliberately since the 60s for economic reasons, but it has also been done since the 90s for political reasons, and since 2015 due to Merkel and some other leftists in power here in the European Parliament saying, "Wir schaffen das." If you import millions of third worlders, then your democracy ceases to be a democracy. You need a demos, you need a people, a nation of similar high trust people, of ethnically the same people, homogeneously the same people, to have a working, functioning democracy. If we import people from all over the world, then the democracy just becomes a competition of ethnic voting blocks. And that's what we see in Belgium, and that's exactly what we see here in Brussels.
And then Dries took me to a stark example of history being rewritten in real time to further advance mass migration and weaponize white guilt.
All right, Dries, what is this?
Also, this monument is actually the perfect anecdote to everything that's wrong in Belgium and in the West. This monument is dedicated to the Belgian soldiers that died defeating and combating slavers and Arab slave traders at that. So this actually says that Belgian military men died valiantly defeating the Arab slave traders. But as you can see, the word Arab here has been chiseled out of the rock of this monument, because many years after this monument was inaugurated, the Arabs started coming or started being imported to Brussels and to Belgium, and it's so as not to offend the many Arabs that now make up the majority of this city. So they are literally rewriting history as we stand next to it, so as not to offend the newcomers. So our youth is being told lies so as not to offend the newcomers.
And they've literally chiseled out what words specifically?
The word Arab. So this says that Belgian military men fought valiantly to defeat the slave traders, and this says Arab slave traders. So this is very little known, because we are being taught about the slave trade, but we are never taught that for many tens of thousands of years slavery was very normal, and it's us, Europeans, Christians, that ended slavery all across the world. And many brave European men died trying to end slavery, and successfully, at least in Europe, ended slavery. And we fought against the Arab slave traders that didn't want to lose their valuable trade. And many of our people died, but today their sacrifices are forgotten, or are made to be forgotten by literally chiseling out our history for self-hatred. It wasn't even the Arabs here that were demanding for this word to be removed. It was a self-hatred of leftist whites that says we need to remove this so as not to offend others.
Beautiful park, scenic. What is this?
Well, this is the park right next to the Royal Palace. As you can see, it's quite a nice park. A lot of people here enjoying the sunshine. And it's also where the biggest mosque of Brussels is. It's right next to us here. That's the big mosque of Brussels.
Okay.
And it's actually been shut down many times over, because it was discovered that the mosque was being used basically as a base of operations for the Moroccan secret intelligence. That's a whole different story, but they've basically been using their Moroccan diaspora to promote the interests of their own state, as they often do. The Moroccan state believes that it's in their interest to have Moroccans everywhere in Europe and have them be loyal to Morocco, have them remain as Moroccan as possible.
And the beauty of this park, is that the majority of Brussels, or are we in the nice part right now?
No, this is obviously the nice part. You have the Royal Palace here. If we walk a few minutes that way, you have the European Commission. So this is definitely the nice, safe, clean area of Brussels. And it's present. I mean, if you're a tourist, Brussels can be a nice place to visit.
In fact, I got hammered in one of the nicest neighborhoods in Brussels, fully insulated from the top-down demographic engineering and the problems that come with it that the everyman in Brussels has to live with. For example,
so Dries, what is this court behind me?
Well, this is the Johan Cruyff Court, and it was inaugurated 2 years after the Brussels attacks, terrorist attacks on the airport and the metro station here in Brussels, in which many people died. Islamic terrorist attack. And then 2 years later, politicians came here in Molenbeek with high security, and they inaugurated this new football field. They said it was to bring communities together, but less than 24 hours after the inauguration, after the police had their kumbaya moment and their pictures, the local youth here from Molenbeek completely destroyed the court, set it on fire, destroyed the shed with all the material. They put glass all over the field. It was completely destroyed, which is a very bad signal, of course. No, the thing is, it's so symbolic, because leftists very often will say, oh, these people, they just need more playgrounds, they just need more recreational areas. But when you give them these, basically as a way of saying thank you for the Brussels attacks, then they completely destroy it less than 24 hours later.
So they claimed it was a bridging moment, but in reality you view it as a gift to them, a reward almost?
These terrorists, they were even housed here in Molenbeek. Salah Abdeslam, who is a horrible terrorist, was searched for a long time by police all over Europe, and he was hiding in plain sight here in Molenbeek, and the community really fostered him. The community just welcomed him.
I see, hiding in plain sight, right?
Many of the people here knew that he was here, yet he could hide here. I'm not saying all these people are bad, of course I'm not saying that, but I mean, if a football court here is inaugurated to bring communities together and they destroy it within 24 hours, that's not a good signal, is it?
Where are we at? Great to meet you guys. Have fun playing soccer.
I watched you on YouTube.
Good to meet you. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, very good to meet you.
I love your videos too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. Bye bye. See ya.
Pickpocket.
Subscribe. Pickpocket! Yeah. So obviously, Dries, the happy thing here is their life is yet to play out. The youth are cheerful and happy.
Yes.
How do we keep them on the right path? How do we...
Children, of course, they look joyful, they're very friendly to us, but very soon they will be approached by these drug gangs that will promise them so much money. So they can't compete with ordinary jobs or education, and many of them sadly will end up in criminal gangs and stuff. That's just the reality. It's sad.
While this neighborhood became a symbol of ethnic clannishness and failed assimilation, let's go visit another neighborhood known for its diversity and growing multi-ethnic population. But real quick, sadly, YouTube won't let us show you some of our craziest footage.
Wait for the police! Stop!
But if you subscribe to TylerRod.com for $5 a month, you can watch bonus videos I can't upload on YouTube.
Get off the Porsche! Get off the Porsche!
And get uncensored and early access to all of our videos. So go join Tyler Rod now for $5 a month. Back to the video.
Yeah, this is a daycare here in the heart of Brussels. And it's been set on fire some time ago, and mainly because it has the logo of the city on it. So most of the migrant youth will just attack anything that belongs to the city, even a daycare where children of their own community come. This is also a place a few meters from where we're standing, where a few days ago an elderly white man was violently, this park was violently robbed by two immigrants, and then afterwards, after they stole his wallet, they were taunting him with a smartphone, filming his face, kicking him in the ribs, and this video went viral worldwide. But this is what happens here daily. So the roofs are a problem because they can throw things at you as well.
I see, so we need to be wary of the roof.
And that's actually what happens very often. So the daycare they set it on fire, but they will very often set these bins on fire or cars on fire, and then the fire trucks will come or ambulances will come, and then they will start throwing rocks. They will throw rocks off the buildings on the firemen. So a lot of times they get hurt very badly, and it's gotten so bad that even first responders
Throwing some shit. Throwing some shit.
the first responders have to wear bulletproof or stab-proof vests.
They're throwing rocks at us right now. Question, how is the neighborhood? What is your judgment of the neighborhood, good or bad?
Oh, that's a heavy rock.
Let's keep going. So they threw a giant rock. Let's be aware of our surroundings here. Sorry.
We should get out. We should get out.
Let's go.
We should definitely get out.
Okay, let's do a little jog. Have a safe day. It's a big ass rock. That to the head will kill us.
That was attempted murder.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of a rock. I don't want to get hit with a rock though. That's what I'm saying.
It was like two fists together. Why are we? There was about 10 masked guys running at us.
Let's move. All right, we're moving with intent. These kids are too fat to catch up to us though. All right, we're back to civilization, but how long will it last? I can't imagine a traditional news crew walking down there. So the irony being, I asked the family, does it feel safe in the neighborhood, and a massive rock
a few meters from their child.
From their baby in the carriage.
That was nothing short of attempted murder.
While this young rock-throwing engineer will walk away scot-free.
Is it illegal to throw a stone at someone's head?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I file a charge?
Yeah, sure.
Will anything happen? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, nothing will happen.
That's all I need to know. Thank you.
It's filmed and we can identify him, yes. But
they threw it from the roof.
There's no way we find the address.
In contrast, Dries is currently on trial for hate speech after discussing migrant crimes supported by 100% provable facts and statistics. And this legal hell all began 8 years ago. Dries was criminally charged with racism and Holocaust denial for being in a group chat where someone else in it shared an edgy meme.
Meme should never be a crime, of course. Jokes should never be a crime. But in this case, it's even worse. Because as I said, I did not even post or see these memes. But it's worse because the memes were posted during the exam period when everyone is studying. And one of our guys said, let's have a laugh, let's relax during studying. Who here has the edgiest meme? You know how young guys are. Sure. They started looking on the internet, they found some edgy memes, and they posted these memes in a private group chat, obviously just to have a laugh. I did not post these memes, I did not make these memes, and I did not even see these memes. And all of this was proven in court. And then you say, okay, why then were you convicted? Well, the judge herself, she said, even though he did not commit any material acts, we are convicting you because you created an atmosphere in which other people posted these memes.
And to satisfy my curiosity, curiosity, what was the meme?
It was a meme of Adolf Hitler, and the meme said, like, you can't be racist if there is only one race. Nowadays, this is a normie joke. This is found all over social media. You have to know, 8 years ago, when they did this big expose to attack us, a lot of the boomers were not known with memes. And you have to know, after the first house raid, when they raided me, they took me out of bed, they came into my private home, they stole all of my devices, my smartphone, laptop, every CD-ROM, every USB drive, they stole this. And then they did not just investigate this to try to find something illegal on there. No, they gave it to the hostile press. And for years on end, they used my private information, my private messages, photos, all of my private life, my private data, for years to attack me and my family and the people around me. So this is really a form of state terror. When I started complaining about this on social media, they raided my house again. They took me out of bed, they dragged me to prison, and they locked me up, and they said, we're only gonna let you free, only gonna let you out of jail if you sign a paper with conditions. And one of the conditions was that I was not allowed to speak about what they were doing to me. And next week I will possibly be convicted for hate speech because I linked mass migration to crime. So even if I'm very careful, I may go to jail for what I say.
A few days after meeting Dries, the courts had decided his fate.
So they wanted to crack me, they wanted to break me in order to show all the young people in Belgium and in the Netherlands that if you do activism for your people, this is how you'll end up. Debanked, thrown out of university, ostracized, financially ruined, and even sent to prison if you don't bow down. Because they were offering me, if you bow down, we'll leave you alone. Of course, as you can see, I never bowed down. So they sent me to prison. They gave me a prison sentence for this. And the thing is, a lot of people are worried about state censorship. And state censorship is a real threat. But the biggest threat is self-censorship. By sending me to prison, millions of people in this very small country are self-censoring themselves every single day. When they send a message to their family or friends, they will think, oh, maybe someday this message will be used against me in a hate speech case. When they are in public and they want to say their opinion, they know, wait, in Europe, in the heart of Europe, in Brussels, you get sent to prison for your opinion if it goes against the leading narrative about diversity and whatnot. So that is the biggest threat, the self-censorship of so many people.
A few days after filming, Dries was officially convicted for hate speech after stating 100% provable facts related to migrant crime, and the judge even admitted he was charged not for lying, but for presenting facts in a way that incites hatred against a protected group. That's right, the regime is using Dries to tell the rest of Belgium, if you speak an inconvenient truth that goes against our political objectives, we will do everything in our power to destroy you. If you want to support Dries' legal battle and his ongoing fight to speak the truth, go click the link in the description. Thanks for watching.
So the Pentagon released another tranche of UFO files yesterday, and they included some full-color floating orbs in the sky that were shape-shifting and dancing about the heavens. Many of them, none of them actually had any earthly explanation attached to them. It's like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. What is it exactly? It's a galactic, sun that is materializing in the sky and then shooting a bunch of small red spacecraft off of its surface directly here onto our planet, which is great. And sure, thank you, Pentagon. Makes me sleep well at night to know that there's a galactic empire that's invading us, and it's all on camera. Okay, I mean, again, like, what is there to be said about these things? There's no explanation. And there were plenty of videos released. You can go look at them for yourself here at the website. I'll show you right here, war.gov/UFO. And this is what you'll find. New tranche of UFO files, lots of videos. You can check them out for yourself. Some of them, they look like this. All right. Oh, okay. There are the red orbs invading. But what if I told you that that's not the most interesting alien content from this White House yesterday? And that, in fact, there's something else that's breaking the internet, posted and then almost immediately removed. What the literal hell is this? It's a photo of President Trump doing a deal with illegal aliens. The White House. I don't know, man. Look at this. 13,000 reposts, 34 million views, 100,000 likes, 17,000 saves. This thing has gone thermonuclear viral. I'm not the only one who reported on it, posted, then immediately removed. A photo of President Trump meeting with someone, something. What is it exactly? I don't know. Let's check the internet for their best theories. Does anybody have any more information on the lizard people that Donald Trump was meeting with at the White House? Well, these would be called Nordics, moron. Okay? Learn your alien species. These are the Nordic aliens. They're time travelers. Okay? They're the people who built the pyramids all over the Arctic. There's a reason why you can't explore the Arctic Circle and Antarctica. Okay? Learn your lore. Check the chat every once in a while, noob. Z is talking with the Nordic aliens too. This photo released on Reddit. There you go. Xi Jinping also speaking with these guys. Leaked photo of President Trump meeting with unknown figures is going viral. People try and figure out who they are. The redcoats are coming. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is it Scott Pressler's Halloween outfit? That was a bad one. Sorry. We are operating on dimensions libtards can't even comprehend. Who are these weird people that Donald Trump was meeting with at the White House today? This just set the left back 1,000 years. Why is Trump conducting meetings with the Elvish? Nobody knows. Okay. Trump is making a deal with House Targaryen, not in my 2026 bingo card. Trump is currently meeting with the Argathian delegation to negotiate safe passage through Antarctica into Hyperborea. Okay, makes sense. Donald Trump caught negotiating details concerning releasing the UFO files with Nordic aliens. Oh my. Desperate to reach a deal with Tehran, Trump meets with Rivendel's elite intelligence officers. The elves agree to help, but only if he stops calling them the tall white guys with the gray hair. Trump meets with 3 Nephites ahead of the America 250 celebrations. Some people are also bringing this meme to its logical conclusion. Photo of Donald Trump was published, then deleted moments later without any official explanation. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and check let's go ahead and check the original viral post. What are people saying? What are the comments tied to the original viral post? Sometimes you got to meet with the Targaryens. Okay. They're doing it, huh? People are taking it very seriously. High definition pictures. These are delegates from Argathia. Agathia. There you go. Okay. All right. It's gone worldwide. I'm just going to say that Hive says this is not AI. So is this AI? This says it's 0% AI generated. Strap right in. Nordic aliens are ascendant light beings that travel back in time to hybridize with humans so that they could harness virile, thus creating white people and securing their own future existence in the bootstrap paradox. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that explanation. That makes perfect sense. I'll read that storybook to my children tonight. Trump is meeting with the Argathian delegate. I mean, listen, man, you think that this is something that's going to blow my mind? Nothing. We're going through a lot of stuff right now. Nothing's going to surprise me. If Trump was actually meeting with the Nordic alien species, I would be like, that makes sense. I mean, okay, it's Saturday, right? Of course. What else are you going to do on a Saturday? It's 2026. Trump currently meeting. Okay, well, there you go. Now they're doing a little dance. Oh, my. Uh-oh. Do a little dance. Iran says U.S. is secretly run by Nazi space aliens. Well, it's all real. Okay. It's the mythic Dawn. Okay. Had a long journey. Leave them alone. Yeah, people are saying that the Nordics that build the pyramids in the Arctic. Trump's opening the portal to Agathia, and you're blackpilling? Okay, what is that? It keeps coming up. Agarthia is a legendary subterranean, I've pronounced it like 4 times differently, sorry, is a subterranean utopia described as esoteric writings, occultism, and fringe conspiracy theories. A vast kingdom hidden inside the hollow earth. Believers maintain it is populated by ancient, highly advanced civilization accessible via hidden portals across the globe. The modern myth of Agarthia is a fascinating blend of historical esoteric terrorism, pop culture, and sometimes extremist internet lore. Users ask, Grok, is this image real or AI generated? I want you to do a deep analysis. Grok says, hello, I analyzed this image in detail. Important modern AI generates images that are almost indistinguishable from real ones, so there's no 100% sure way without metadata and forensic analysis. What I see, Trump is the center between 2 tall figures with long white hair, beards, ornate red tunics, look like elves or fantasy characters. The background columns indicate lighting don't fit naturally. A conclusion, it's very likely AI generated or deep edited, when the post removed instantly reinforces that it's fake misinfo. It doesn't match any known real event. Do you have the original post or more data? And I can check better. So Grok's like, meh, maybe. Maybe Trump's meeting with the aliens. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Benny. See ya.
A police pursuit ends at Camp Pendleton when the suspects breach a gate and flee on foot inside of base housing. This all happened Thursday around 5:40 p.m., leading to a base lockdown. The NCSI coordinated a multi-agency search and temporary shelter-in-place order for the safety of the base community. After 6 hours, both suspects were taken into custody by military and law enforcement personnel. Approximately 51 kilograms of cocaine and fentanyl were seized from the suspect's vehicle.
This is our first ever police chase on horseback. It all starts as officers witness a hand-to-hand drug deal between this man and a female. Officers approach the male suspect first.
Yeah, move forward. Hey! Hey, come on. Hey! Come on. Get in, Nash. Get that Batman. Get that Batman, Nash. Get him. Get him, Nash. Hey, get on the ground. You're going to get run over. Come on, Nash. Come on, Nash. Get him, boy. You better stop. You're going to get hit. Come on, Nash. Come on. Come on. Come on, Nash. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Get that Batman, Nash. Get that Batman, Nash. Come on, Nash. Come on, Nash. Go. Come on, Nash. Get that Batman. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get on the ground. You're going to get run over by the horse. Nash, come on, get that man. Come on. Come on. Come on, Nash.
This is our first ever police chase on horseback. It all starts as officers witness a hand-to-hand drug deal between this man and a female. Officers approach the male suspect first.
Nash, move forward. Hey!
Next news. Breaking news.
Right now.
This is our first ever police chase on horseback. It all starts as officers witness a hand-to-hand drug deal between this man and a female. Officers approach the male suspect first.
Nash, move forward. Hey!
Even with all the talk of a peace deal being imminent, another military clash between the U.S. and Iran. CENTCOM says U.S. forces shot down a wave of
Get it, Nash. Get that Batman. Get that Batman, Nash. Get it.
Max Gordon is in Dubai. He joins us live. Max.
Get him now. Hey, get on the ground. You're going to get run over.
Potentially close
Come on,
at
Nash.
hand,
Come on,
Iran
Nash.
and the
Get him.
United States
You
continue
better
to
stop.
wrestle
You're
over
going to get
control
hit.
of the Strait
Come
of
on, Nash. Come
Hormuz,
on.
according to U.S. Central Command. Last night, Iran sent out several one-way attack drones trying to strike commercial vessels in the Strait of Hormuz.
Get that Batman,
U.S.
Nash.
forces
Come on,
shot them
Nash.
all down, with
Come on, Nash.
CENTCOM
Go.
stating that the
Come on, Nash.
international
Get that
trade
Batman.
corridor remains open for transit. That is, except for ships trying to go to or from Iranian ports. American forces have redirected 139 ships and disabled 9 non-compliant vessels as part of an ongoing blockade that's been in place since April 13th. Meanwhile, differing messages from Tehran and Washington as each side tries to play up their end of the potential memorandum of understanding that would end the war and open up a longer negotiation period. Iranian state media released details that would benefit the regime, emphasizing U.S. commitments to lift sanctions, withdraw its forces, and release frozen Iranian funds.
These negotiations, which will lead to the end of the war, come on. Bro, you're not going to be able to run us on the horse. You better stop.
The second stage begins, and in that second stage, we will have a final agreement.
Watch it.
Potentially the trickiest part of the negotiations would be saved for the second stage, which is where the U.S. and Iran would negotiate the issue of nuclear materials.
I got him.
President Trump saying,
I got him. Zach, let go. I got him.
Time when all is calm, we will go in and get
Give me, or here, taste.
Also a likely stage of negotiations, conflict in Southern Lebanon.
Told you you were going to outrun us, bro.
While officers get this suspect in custody, the other female suspect involved in the drug deal is still in the area.
Go to the other side of the McDonald's. He was throwing stuff on the ground.
Netanyahu has rejected the idea of pulling out, saying Iran is using Hezbollah to strike.
Those are good boys. Good boys. That was where it was at, right? When we came into McDonald's.
You want to stay with him? I'm going to go because I saw right where it was at.
Go, yeah, go with him.
Back to you.
All right, Max Gordon reporting live from.
We started out over there. I saw the horses. And then came down the sidewalk here by the fence line, and then came through like where the sign is over here, and then trotted through right here, came right through here, and they were like, stop, stop! And then they called it in at the McDonald's.
Do you see her throwing anything?
I just saw arms flailing. That's it.
Come on. Yeah. You got him for a minute?
I got him for now.
I'm gonna go look where he was throwing stuff. Boy, that's a good boy, Nash. Got that bad man. Good job, Bubba. Good boy. It was a good boy. Should be like right here somewhere.
Where did he dump the 73?
They're going to grab that stuff right now.
It was somewhere like right here. He started throwing stuff out his pocket. So if you just get out and walk around. It was like small is the problem.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't a lot.
Is that your bag right here?
Let me go grab some gloves. Hang on.
Good job on the radio, bro. It's really good. Really good.
You got a beautiful ride there.
Thanks, thanks.
Hey, ma'am, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Hey, good. Stand up for me. Turn around. Yeah, turn around. All right.
Am I under arrest?
Well, you're being detained right now, yeah.
For what?
Well,
narcotics.
Possession of narcotics.
I said potential narcotics.
What did I do?
well, you're being detained right now, so. You have anything in? No? No weapons or anything? Come on over here to my car.
Since officers can't find whatever the male suspect allegedly threw, an officer tries to look at the McDonald's surveillance cameras to find it. However, he gets distracted when McDonald's employees report someone using drugs in their bathroom and want them trespassed.
Come here, please. Hold on, bro. Come talk to me. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. They want you to trespass from here because you go in the bathroom and do whatever you do. I don't have time to deal with that right now, okay? See all this? Yes. We got stuff going on. So hey, you want me to go grab you something to drink?
Yes.
Just wait out here. Just wait outside right here. I'm gonna grab you something, okay?
So it looks like, I guess, this lady I have in my backseat, I guess she did a hand-to-hand with someone over there, 13. They tried to stop him, and he 10-8'd.
The guy 10-8'd?
Yeah, guy 10-8'd. And I think they got him over there at like the Burger King, maybe.
Okay.
Or the McDonald's.
She got it or she gave it?
I think she gave it. So I've just got her. I'm going to get her name and everything, but I think they're all down there. All right, ma'am. Not saying that you're under arrest and you're going to be arrested, but you're just not free to go right now. You laughing or what? Or was that a cough?
I'm just laughing.
You're laughing? Okay, what you laughing about?
I just thought of a joke in my brain.
Okay.
We'll search him and I'll throw him in my car.
Alright. Hold on, what the hell is in that bag right there?
Oh, just food. Food and what?
Chips.
Chips. Anybody Miranda's?
Not yet.
I ain't got that.
Okay.
I don't know. All right, come on, step on up, bud. You got anything in your pockets I need to know about? What's your name, man? Joe. Joe, when was the last time you were arrested, buddy?
Got out like 4 months.
What was you in there for?
For possession.
That's what I thought. Come on, let's go.
But I ain't made no possession today.
Yeah, I know. You had possession last time, but not this time.
What's your name again, brother? Oh, you're swapping the cuffs?
Yeah. You're not gonna fight with me, are you? That wouldn't be good, because this guy right here, man, he's...
Yeah, we don't want those problems. Gotta stay out of trouble, man.
No, I ain't do nothing.
Okay.
They just started chasing me in that ring when I got scared.
All right, have a seat. All right, listen, you have the right to remain silent. With that said, do you want to tell, you said you didn't throw some drugs down. Do you want to talk to me about that? That you didn't throw drugs down?
No, I ain't throwing no drugs down.
Okay.
These are yours, right?
Thank you, sir.
Where do you think he...
So I saw him throwing the stuff literally right in that corner of the McDonald's over there.
Yeah, he threw this.
Was there anything in
Yeah,
it?
this sandwich and
I saw
I was just running.
Well, what did you throw down? I mean, because maybe worst case scenario, we got littering or something. Who knows? What did you throw down? Just a sandwich or food or what? Listen, here's the deal. You're going to be on body camera throwing stuff down. So what was it? Is it food? Did you get some food from somewhere? Because you have food in that bag.
No, I just got scared. I started.
Yeah. Okay. Because their body cams are going to show you throwing stuff, dude. You might as well say, hey, if it's food or something, we can deal with that. We got you a little littering thing, right? Oh, okay. All right, slide on in. Hang tight. That man said he didn't throw nothing. Y'all a bunch of liars.
Oh, yeah. She's watching her body camera right now to see if she can get it better.
All right.
When you put in, I guess when you hook your camera to it, I guess it makes you put in an access code. And of course, it sent it to my personal email. But our laptop's not working, of course. It won't connect to the internet. And then on my phone, it didn't work. So I don't know. I swear by memory it was right here. Someone could have picked it up, or it's in the bushes. It was very small what he threw. A car could have ran it over by now. The girl he handed off to, though, if they can get it on her, that's great. If not, I guess just jail for resisting. I don't know.
All right, ma'am, come on, step on out. This officer right here is gonna search it real quick.
I guess cameras, the dude can't be here for another hour, 2 hours before he can get here to access the camera, so.
You think he dumped something before here too?
Yeah, I think it was all right there in that McDonald's. Hey man, I'm gonna toss this out. Is that cool? I'm gonna throw it away. You can't take this into jail, is what I'm saying.
If you end up going to jail, we're going to throw it in the trash. You can't have it in the jail, and we can't keep it for you. We don't have any other choice.
Yeah, all right. So I'm going to throw it out, okay?
I hate that our laptop won't work.
I've got everything's done. I got the cursor between two lines if you just want to knock out a real quick narrative.
Yeah, I can. Are you comfortable holding him?
That's fine. Okay. He's bigger than me, but I think he'll be all right.
If he tries to eat the grass or pull back to them, just, yeah.
Okay.
And just watch your feet.
That's a good horse. That's a good horse. Hey, look here for a selfie. Yeah. A police horse.
Do you know how to ride a horse, Dad?
Yeah, I've ridden horses. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I've got one right here. See? And he's a good horse.
And I'll fall off immediately.
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. That's not nice, Mary. See? They even, this one don't have. They actually normally have badges right there on their chest. There's one right here. My daughter's a horse freak, so we're FaceTiming. See, they got their own badges too.
Did they catch the guy?
Yeah, they're on a horse. How are they not going to catch him? He was on foot.
What are these people down there thinking when they come at them, galloping on a horse?
You use the word thinking. There's your first mistake. See? He's even laughing at you. All right, well, let me let you go. I actually have to do some work today. Love y'all. Bye, buddy.
You don't have anything else on you, do you? Can't have nothing on her but a crack pipe. We can go back and look at that area. Yeah, let's do that if you guys don't mind. They're gonna go check one more time at that spot, and if not, then you got a crack pipe. And was she resisting? No? No? Okay. I would love for them to be able to find it.
Police reports indicate whatever item the male suspect threw was unfortunately never located. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office in Florida posted on Facebook about this incident, stating, "If you choose to run, you'll just go to jail tired. And criminals can run, but they can't hide from our horsepower." They also showed their appreciation for the multiple horses involved in the incident: Nash, Jax, Judge, and Duke. The male suspect, Jordan, was charged with resisting without violence. He pleaded no contest and was adjudicated guilty. He was ordered to pay $303 in court costs and fines and was released back into the public. The female suspect, Alexis, was charged with use or possession with intent to use drug paraphernalia for the crack pipe that was found in her pocket. She took a plea deal, pleading no contest in exchange for her charge, resulting in a withhold of adjudication, meaning the judge accepted her plea but did not formally convict her. She was also ordered to pay $303 in court costs and fines and was released back into the public.
Honestly, I had to laugh a little bit watching this one back because somewhere along the line, this guy convinced himself that he could outrun a police horse. So most people don't know is that mounted patrol horses aren't just picked because they're big. A lot of horses never make it through training. They have to handle crowds, traffic, fireworks, yelling, and enough distractions to test just about any animal. That's what makes mounted units interesting to me, because they're not there for looks. They're there because they give officers a different perspective, a different reach, and sometimes a pretty big advantage. People spend so much time looking for the obvious way out, they never stop to think about the problems they didn't plan for.
Even with all of the talk of a peace deal being imminent, another military clash between the U.S. and Iran. CENTCOM says U.S. forces shot down a wave of Iranian drones targeting vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. Max Gordon is in Dubai. He joins us live. Max.
Even with this deal potentially close at hand, Iran and the United States continue to wrestle over control of the Strait of Hormuz. According to U.S. Central Command, last night Iran sent off several one-way attack drones trying to strike commercial vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. forces shot them all down, with CENTCOM stating that the international trade corridor remains open for transit. That is, except for ships trying to go to or from Iranian ports. American forces have redirected 139 ships and disabled 9 non-compliant vessels as part of an ongoing blockade that's been in place since April 13th. Meanwhile, differing messages from Tehran and Washington as each side tries to play up their end of a potential memorandum of understanding that would end the war and open up a longer negotiation period. Iranian state media released details that would benefit the regime, emphasizing U.S. commitments to lift sanctions, withdraw its forces, and release frozen Iranian funds.
These negotiations, which will lead to the end of the war, proceed in 2 stages. The first stage is a memorandum of understanding, to be signed between Iran and the United States. After that, negotiations for the second stage begin, and in that second stage, we will have a final agreement.
Potentially the trickiest part of the negotiations would be saved for the second stage, which is where the U.S. and Iran would negotiate the issue of nuclear materials. President Trump saying, quote, "At the appropriate time when all is calm, we will go in and get the nuclear dust." Also a likely sticking point in future negotiations, conflict in southern Lebanon. Israel continues to operate in southern Lebanon, striking Hezbollah positions as the Iranian-backed group continues to fire rockets into northern Israel. Iran has tied the fighting in southern Lebanon to a peace deal, but Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected the idea of pulling out, saying Iran is using Hezbollah to strike Israel. Meanwhile, Iranian state media saying just in the last couple of minutes that even though President Trump says a deal is likely to be signed tomorrow, Iranian negotiators have not agreed to that. Back to you.
All right, Max Gordon reporting live from Dubai. Max, thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.
All right, how's it going out there, everyone? Welcome back here to a Saturday, June 13th, 2026, 12:56 p.m. local time here in California. Latest activity on the earthquake 3D globe shows looks like a 3.7 earthquake across the South America area today. Decent movement happening down here across the Peru-Chile Trench, mainly the Chile area here in the last 24 hours, and technically in the last couple weeks we've seen a decent amount of earthquake activity here. As you can see, we had a couple 6-pointers in there, but today 5.0, this morning 37 miles deep, along with a little cluster of activity happening into the Peru-Chile Trench there. Just we'll keep an eye on it. Actually quite active up and down the subduction zones here today. I got the Peru-Chile Trench south and the northern end with a 5.1. Also here at the northern end of the Middle America Trench, here some activity stirring up here off the coast of Mexico, 5.1. Of course, that's an area that can see some big earthquakes, right? A couple 4s out there in the last 24. Well, technically just after midnight here, a couple 4s, including some off the coast here of the El Salvador region. Keep an eye on that. Pretty active out here across the subduction zones. Up north here in California, looks a little quiet as far as anything that stands out. Let's see what we got for 2.5 and above. This is the only quake out here at 2.7 from yesterday underneath Red Bluff here, about 8 miles underneath the area. Aside from that, just looks a little quiet out here, but that could change, right? It comes and goes. 36 earthquakes out here in Southern California today. Again, all of those below the 2.5 threshold. I don't see anything out there of any noteworthy mentioning as far as any unusual swarms or of that nature type stuff there. Nothing going on for now. That's the key word for now. Pacific Northwest, relatively quiet. It is the weekend out here, so not that the weekend is exempt of earthquakes. It's just exempt of earthquakes here on the USGS map. For whatever reason, they just stopped reporting them on the weekend. Go figure. Yellowstone National Park, nothing showing up there, but we will verify that. Go over here and check out a couple seismograph stations here. Looks a little quiet. There's one little earthquake this morning about 4 o'clock or so. Very small earthquake activity. We'll check one more. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on from what I can see. Pretty quiet. Yellowstone has been unusually quiet there. Oil fields of Texas, just earthquakes out there. Nothing new to report across the eastern portion of the country for now. Back over here across the Philippines, still seeing some activity here around the south side of the Philippines. Got this earthquake last night here, yesterday afternoon, fairly deep underneath the Manila area. That is into the subduction zone there around the region. I don't see any subsequent adjustment in the Philippines area, but just up north here around Taiwan, we are starting to get a little bit of activity here. This has been really quiet. In fact, if you look at the last 7 days, what do we have? Only 3 earthquakes in this area. 3.9. I'm surprised they're showing a 3.9, 4.6, and a 4.5. This area up here has been unusually quiet ever since that 7.8 struck here in the Philippines a few days back now, last week. So I'm still kind of watching that. Still seeing some aftershock activity there in the Philippines region, including some activity south here. This earthquake away from where the 7.8 struck. But I don't see anything major going on out here for now. I do want to just, mention to watch this area very closely there between Taiwan and the Japan area up north here. Java Trench still fairly active, but nothing major going on. Just 2.9, a couple other 3s out there, maybe a 4 or so. Mediterranean area looks like around the Italy area got quite a bit of deep earthquake activity happening over here. So let's go take a look here, see what we got. We got this earthquake here of a 4.6 early this morning here, 136 miles deep, along with a couple other earthquakes in there, it looks like. So deeper activity triggering out there. Within the sea area here, just off the coast of Italy. I don't see anything big going on there for now, but those deeper earthquakes can definitely trigger some larger movement. As far as the subduction zones and the plate boundary out there. Atlantic Ocean, pretty quiet. See what else we got. New Zealand, not so much going on there for now. Little 3.3 along the Kermadec Trench. A couple deep earthquakes here around Solomon Islands and Vanuatu or Fiji. I got 3 earthquakes here, fairly deep level activity. What do we got out there? 2.5 out in Oklahoma, it looks like. North of OKC area, in between Woodward and Enid. 2.5. There's definitely some oil fields out here. I do know that. Ringfield oil field and a couple other ones out there. Looks like we're starting to get some pressure out here. Yeah, oh yeah, look at these little squared boxes out here. These are all holding tanks and whatnot. And the earthquake that struck is very close, within feet of one right here. And right next to a windmill. You can see the windmill shadow, it looks like. But anyway, nothing big going on, but got some movement out there across the oil fields. Let's see. Alaska, we got a couple 4s up. Actually, these are 5-pointers overnight. Got one here, and a more recent 5.1. Kind of working its way this way across the west here along that plate boundary to the left. Watch this area, this little quiet zone. We did have one earthquake here within it a couple days ago, a 5-pointer. And I know that this year could, considered not Alaska area, but Kamchatka, Russia area. That's probably why the USGS comes to a halt right here. But even so, the EMSC data would be covering it, and there's just not a whole lot of activity that's been happening right here along that segment. So it's just another seismic gap zone that do have to watch for some larger activity. The largest movement quake here in the last 24 hours goes to the 5.2 in the Philippines. Today, though, after midnight, 5.1 off the coast of Mexico. It does look like that was felt there. It's a fairly shallow earthquake. Oh, just outside of Acapulco, Mexico there. No wonder. Let's see what we got here. The pager, or did you feel it system here up in the yellow as far as it looks like maybe one report out there. One response. Well, at least someone reported it, right? But 5.1 is not going to do that much damage there. Even at that depth there, 10 kilometers, 6 miles deep. So, but, it definitely seen some uptick there across that region. They can get some big old quakes down here. I'll show you guys real quick. We'll do 7.0 and above, just since records have been kept out here. We'll take a little trip back in memory lane. Well, not memory lane, because I wasn't back there in the year 1000. Trip back in history, I guess. So let's see when our last 7-pointers were out here. We'll just cover this whole area. I'll take a look here and see what we got. You can definitely see where the subduction zone is here. Last decent size event was an 8.2 earthquake. Well, that's the largest 8.2 within that area. 2017. Most recent one, that's Georgetown. I do remember that from last year. I guess it's going to be the 7.6 here back in 2022. Acapulco, Mexico, though, had that 7-pointer in 2021, so they can get some sizable events there. 2018, 2000. It almost looks like, you know, this area should see, the Middle America Trench area should see a 7-pointer every other year or so. There's some years where they have 2 7-pointers along this section of the Middle America Trench. 2014, there's a 3-year gap here, but notice a lengthier time period results in larger earthquake activity if we don't see 7-pointers there every other year. And Georgetown, though, that's ways over here. That's not on the Middle America Trench. I'm just kind of looking. 7.6 northern end. I don't know. We might consider in that time period. It's been 4 years since we've had a 7-pointer out here, right? Yeah, 4 years. So, because this one's excluded. That's way over here. It's not in the Middle America Trench, but 4 years. Let's see if we can find a 4-year gap in the past here. I think it was just that. Here's a 3-year gap resulting in an 8.2 there in the Mexico area in 2017. Look at that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 7-pointers in 2012. Here's a decent gap. 2004 to 2009. That's a 5-year gap. But it doesn't look like they happen all that often, so I'm thinking we could see some larger activity out here soon, at least in terms of 7.0. But you never know. This area can easily produce 8-pointers, as listed up here on the map. Quite a bit. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Hawaii, out in the Pacific. Nothing major going on, but we will give a double quick glance here at the Kilauea volcano site. See what's happening out here today. We'll go check out the webcam imagery. Looks like a beautiful day out there in Hawaii. No eruption activity. We'll check out the inflation model here real quick, see what we have. Yeah, we're still going up. Still going up. We are just at about the level observed here when we were looking at the eruption here last towards the end of May, beginning of June. So we're getting close there. That could happen pretty soon. We're within the window here. I think they said between today and the 15th. So that'd be Monday. So technically this could happen over the weekend, or it could happen on Monday as far as the eruption there at Kilauea volcano. Space weather activity? Well, man. Where'd our solar storm go? Did I call that again? I think I did. I think I did. I'm getting better at forecasting these than the Space Weather Prediction Center. So this was, going to be it was pretty much like a near hit. I seen the plasma. All the models there were showing that it was just barely possibly going to give the Earth a little clipper. And I'm talking about that CME that blasted off here a couple days ago. They were forecasting a G2 class storm, and that obviously has not materialized, and completely missed us. Completely missed us here. So I don't see any signs of it. Yeah, the high-speed solar wind stream is up around 600 or so, but I don't think that's a CME. That's just that's just wind here, or solar wind. But as far as that CME and the potential G2 class storm, sorry, it just didn't work out like I called. As far as flaring activity goes, not a whole lot of flaring either. Been pretty accurate with my forecasting out here. As far as the flaring activity goes, there's really not a whole lot of sunspots out here that's capable of producing any X flare, and I don't see any M flare potential out here from any of these sunspots. Just looking at the magnetic complexity here, so flare threat is going to remain low for my forecast. 1% chance or less for X flare. M flare thinking about 20% chance, 25% chance or so. Maybe that's stretching it a little bit. C flare, this is at 95% chance, but that's even then that's a little elevated. I'm thinking about 75% chance there for a C flare. Current moon, 7% illumination there. And again, the auroras, well, it looks like the CME dodged us. Let's see if they've updated the close approach asteroid list here. They haven't. This is still stuck on June 9th. Man, I hope people are watching the sky out there. They haven't even updated anything. Got this one coming in yesterday, so obviously that didn't hit us. That's almost 4 million miles away. But yeah, I don't really see it too often go unupdated here. So hopefully someone's keeping an eye on the sky. Or on space anyway, out in space. Those space rocks there can make life not too pleasant here on the planet if we get a big one. Even a small one can do damage locally. There's an enhanced zone here across a number of states in the Southern Plains, Midwest area. Tornado threat today, eastern Kansas. It looks like it may include Augusta there, just outside of Wichita. Beautiful area. Some of those tornadoes could be strong as well, so just be on guard. Big time wind threat in that same area there in the purple, but technically anywhere out here within this zone can see some potential for wind damage. Also some large hail, mainly north of Wichita, but still covering a good portion of Kansas. Just be on guard out there today, folks. We're underneath excessive heat warning again. It's supposed to be about 105, 106 here today, tomorrow. I think maybe Thursday of next week, maybe Friday, things might cool back down into the low 90s. So we're definitely going to be 100 and higher all weekend and a good portion of next week. So it's unfortunate, but that's how it is. I mean, we got the El Nino pattern building out here. We're going to expect some extremes in terms of heat, but I think here that's going to be very beneficial. Maybe, I don't want to say too beneficial, because any rainfall out here on the West Coast is good, but you do have the flooding potential that comes along with the El Nino pattern for California. But I'm looking forward to it because it's going to be supposedly a historic, maybe even possibly the strongest here on record. We'll have to see as far as the El Nino pattern goes. But I like to study those. I like to see the effects here to the California weather. And right now it's cooking. All right, weather models out here. Let's see if we got any tropic activity to chat about. Put this model into motion here. I don't really see anything coming up here. Well, Eastern Pacific down there off the coast of Mexico looks like maybe might be something stirring up here towards the end of June. But that's a ways out, with the warmer waters down here already. All over the place out here, actually. It's let's see, where do we go? Climate. I'll look later, but anyway, with the warmer seawaters, it's going to be stirring up the hurricane potential out there. It's supposed to be above average here for the Eastern Pacific in terms of hurricanes and tropical storms. Anyway, folks, hope everyone has a good one out here. It's going to be a hot summer. Just looking at these forecast models, temperature-wise, for the West Coast, very hot. It's going to be above average for sure, but that potentially could be above average rainfall here for our winter season. So I'll take the rain. Anyway, that won't start until probably November. So I got some hot months ahead. All right, folks, have a good one. We'll see you guys out here for the Saturday night update. Nothing major going on across the globe for now. Of course, if something does, we'll jump back in here and provide updates on that. Have a good afternoon. We'll see you guys out here a little bit later.
Next News. Breaking news.
Right now, the UFO story just crossed a line the regime media can no longer laugh off. This is not another blurry cell phone clip, not another late-night podcast confession, and not another anonymous source begging you to just trust the process. U.S. government has now released a third batch of declassified UFO files, and that's the real bombshell. Read that again. A third batch. That means this is no longer a one-off dump. It looks more like a continuing release process, and once disclosure moves from rumor to records, the entire argument changes. So the question now is simple. What exactly are they preparing the American people to see? And I'll tell you why this matters, because for decades the public was told to ignore the subject, mock the subject, or pretend only cranks asked questions. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, agencies kept files, tracked incidents, and circulated internal warnings. One newly highlighted 1948 Navy memorandum marked confidential says the Director of Intelligence for the U.S. Air Force informed the Navy that a cycle of reappearance of flying discs was becoming apparent and that a new interval was imminent. And that's not internet gossip, that is the paper trail of the federal government itself. Now, under the Trump administration's broader push towards transparency and declassification, Americans are seeing more records come into daylight. And that's the bigger story. Not whether every case proves aliens, not whether every witness is right. The story is that official releases are beginning to overtake whistleblowers as the engine of disclosure. The same permanent bureaucracy that spent years hiding records is now being forced to cough them up piece by piece, and the old gatekeepers are losing control of the narrative. And while we're talking about bureaucracies that thrive on confusion, there's another one that's hitting millions of American families right in the wallet. So pay attention, because if you or your family, someone in your family is on Medicare, this directly affects your wallet. Medicare is confusing by design. The mailers, the robocalls, the fine print, the commercials, it's all built to keep you overwhelmed, so you pick a plan and never look at it again. That's the Medicare confusion industrial complex, and seniors are paying for it without even realizing it. See, Chapter's simple by design: one call, one advisor, real help. They look at your doctors, your prescriptions, and your priorities, then help you compare plans that actually fit. Some seniors could save as much as $1,100 a year. So call Chapter at the number on your screen, 910-728-4109, and get answers from someone who works for you and not the system. Now back to a story where Americans are once again being asked to question what the bureaucracy has been hiding. See, here's the twist that should have Washington sweating. The newest files are not just old Cold War papers. They include modern incidents, modern witnesses, and modern agency handling. One newly released FBI-linked 2025 case from the Northeast describes two brilliant red orbs, one with a white plasma-like center, moving silently in formation before appearing to merge. The witnesses were assessed as credible. Another file sees a so-called potato-shaped object seen in 2022 by 5 U.S. Army intelligence officers in Colorado Springs. So this is not ancient folklore gathering dust in a basement archive. This is a live file system with fresh entries, and that changes the conversation entirely. The Department of War making it official, publishing their third release of unidentified anomalous phenomenon files. So pursuant to the third release, the Director of Intelligence of the U.S. Air Force has informed the Navy that a cycle of reappearing flying discs is becoming apparent and that the beginning of a new interval is imminent. This is the 1948 document that has now been released. It's a memorandum from the Commandant of the 5th Naval. Let me just go ahead and make it bigger for you. The 1948 document is a memorandum from the Commandant of the 5th Naval District, and it cites a memorandum related to flying discs from the Chief of Naval Operations. The memorandum requests that Naval Solutions report incident to the nearest Air Force command in the Naval District Intelligence Office. So here's the actual document itself, now newly declassified. informed the Navy a cycle of reappearance of flying discs is becoming apparent. The beginning of a new interval is imminent. So they have been tracking this for quite a long time. So it wasn't just fringe, it was in classified military paperwork. Next, whistleblower David Grush says the cover-up went way beyond paperwork, even kept presidents and Congress in the dark. Here's David Grush when he gave his press conference on Capitol Hill.
Afternoon. I'm here today because my leadership on the disclosure issue is part of my continued service to the nation. I took an oath as an Air Force officer swearing allegiance to the principles and the framework of the U.S. Constitution. I took that oath seriously then, and I take that oath seriously now. And if this is one of my final duties of public service, I want it to be this: helping Congress and the President restore lawful accountability over activities and spending that should have never been placed beyond constitutional oversights, and to be transparent with the American people. There are a myriad of issues across multiple cultural, religious, and institutional spectrums. The topics here that we're discussing today go beyond life in the universe. There are serious homeland security and airspace safety issues. There are relevant counterintelligence and technology protection issues that must be taken into consideration. For decades, unknown objects have freely operated in restricted airspace in large metropolitan areas and critical infrastructure, and the agencies responsible for securing the homeland cannot adequately defend against it. This is a serious national security issue. In my official duties, I was exposed to human and signals intelligence information concerning foreign adversary, UAP crash retrieval, exploitation and study efforts, adversary views on U.S. legacy program reverse engineering efforts, and U.S.-held audiovisual information related to crash retrieval matters, such as the recovered vehicles and the associated biological material. One must always be concerned about adversarial disinformation when you're getting foreign intelligence, but I was able to cross-verify this information internally to back up the foreign government assertions. Many of the president's team has been kept in the dark by high-ego, politically appointed actors, both because of incompetence and malicious intent has subverted the president's order on this issue. Furthermore, some of this foreign intelligence has not been provided to Congress despite lawful requests to the Defense Intelligence Agency last summer, and also having formally been published across the IC and analyzed by such analytical centers such as NASIC. These records belong under congressional oversight, and I believe DIA should stop obstructing Chairwoman Luna's task force and provide those documents to Congress and enter it through mandatory declassification review so the American public can see some of the foreign intelligence I had access to.
So he laid out the obstruction piece. Now gets more specific, saying the government is aware of several dozen crash retrieval cases tied to non-human biologics. Buckle up.
Hi, Mr. Grush. Scott Murtha from Mysterious Planet. I have a question. Do you have a sense of how many cases the government might be aware of that involve non-human biologics?
Quite a few, several dozen. So that's an ongoing list. So I can't give you an exact number because I didn't even have full access to that information.
Do you have a general rough estimate between
several dozen?
Gotcha. All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Several dozen. That number alone blows up years of media mockery. Next, he says it doesn't stop at a category. Claims the government knows multiple types of non-human intelligence.
I certainly don't have the compendium. It's a continuum from corporeal, bipedal type life to, what I would consider like sentient plasmoid life. But there are several that the U.S. government is aware of.
Question for you, Mr. Grush.
Okay.
During the course of your investigation, it's been surfaced to the public that there's been a program by the name of Immaculate Constellation. During the course of your investigation, did you recognize that the infrastructure to support such a program for exfiltration of data from federal systems would exist?
Yeah, I can't comment on the content of that program. I've discussed on my interview in Judicial Watch that was a National Security Council program, and the secrecy started in 1954 through an Eisenhower executive order that created that infrastructure.
So from physical beings to what he calls plasmoid life, the claims keep getting bigger now. Lou Elizondo weighs in, saying some orb encounters may involve intelligent plasma beings the government buried from the public.
If there is life off of this planet, that is the biggest headline of our lifetime. And that phrase that he just used, plasmoid, whatever, what is he talking about, Lou?
Yeah, he's referring to what some have speculated regarding orbs that have been viewed really since the 1940s during the Foo Fighter incidents, and then later over New Mexico skies, over controlled military airspace. And it seems that, at least in some cases, some of these orbs seem to have some sort of intelligence connected with them. And so rather than just being like, let's say, a probe or a drone, these things have been reported to almost behave and react in some cases as if there was ascribed to it some sort of I hate to say it, but life form. I got you. I was more nuts and bolts guy when I was in the program. My focus was more on actual the physical craft. Yeah.
So after Grush and Elizondo connects the dots, here comes the document dump itself. The third release drops more than 70 files, images, and orb videos the regime media spent years waving away. U.S. government drops third batch, 70 new documents, and orbs. And here's one of the videos that they state here. This was October of 2024, northeastern United States. An eyewitness observed a light source below the horizon, hovering above a pond. The luminous object resembled a plasma-like sphere, intermittently changing shape and luminosity. The video was captured by a private citizen on an iPhone, subsequently analyzed and authenticated by the U.S. government. So you can see this orb, plasma-like sphere, floating. And that's directly from the White House publishing that. Next, here's footage TMZ highlighted from the Pentagon release. New video the public was never supposed to see this clearly. Stunning UFO-related video released by the Pentagon. Look at that. This orb just showing up. Just pulsing in the sky, turning into a circle. Fading in and out. Another image, video actually, released by the Pentagon here. Multiple orbs emitting from it. Wow. It's almost like a mothership releasing. Wow. And then it disappears. Like it showed up and then released the entities. So the clip's raising the question, but the paperwork gives specifics. Up next, at FBI case summary from 2025 describing a red orb with a white plasma center seen by two witnesses in the Northeast. UFO Files Tranche 3 Northeastern Orb Sighting. July of 2025, approximately 2100 local time in the northeastern U.S., eyewitness observed an intense bright light in their backyard as they parked their car upon returning from work. Light hovering approximately 25 feet off the ground below a tree line near the center of the backyard, estimated distance of 90 feet. Eyewitness exited their vehicle briefly before retrieving their phone to record the event. The spouse of the eyewitness came outside to assess the situation, also witnessing what they described as a brilliant red sphere about a meter in diameter. The center of the red sphere appeared to be a white plasma sun about the size of a basketball. That's derived from statements provided by the FBI. Okay, here's the video footage now. Now, when I first saw this, my initial impression was that these appear to be like signal flares. But they're moving in what appears to be in tandem, in a coordinated trajectory. And that's what makes this really weird. So the FBI report describes silent movement, tandem flight, orbs appearing to merge. Next, another newly released file points to the so-called potato-shaped object, witnessed by 5 Army intelligence officers. Okay, let's take a look here. Newly released UFO documents released through potato-shaped UAP, witnessed by 5 U.S. Army intelligence officers in Colorado Springs. Object described in FBI UAP D002, hovering or moving anonymously before the trained observers. The files were publicly dropped June 12, 2026. So that is this potato-shaped object. Wow. So, I'll tell you what it means. Disclosure is becoming institutionalized. The story has moved through stages: witnesses, military videos, hearings, whistleblowers, and now it's entering the records phase. And that's a completely different battlefield. David Grush can say that he encountered information about crash retrievals, biologics, and presidents being kept in the dark. Lou Elizondo, he can talk about intelligent orb-like plasma phenomena. Those claims are explosive, but the deeper development is that official government releases are now creating a framework where the public can compare claims against files. Once the debate becomes what is in the archive instead of what do you believe, the deep state loses one of its favorite weapons: ridicule. That's why this moment's bigger than any single orb video or a whistleblower. So let's keep this simple. See, maybe these files don't answer every question. Maybe they raise 10 more, right, for every one they settle. Fine, but the old dismissive game is over. You don't get a third release process, a 1948 memo about flying discs, modern orb incidents deemed credible, Army intelligence sightings, congressional pressure, and public statements from former insiders, and then pretend there's nothing here. There is something here. The only real question is how much the government is already ready to release, and how many people inside the system are now being forced to choose between the Constitution and the cover-up. And that's why this matters to every American who still believes that the government works for the people and not the other way around. If you want more coverage the corporate media will never give you straight, hit share, subscribe, drop your answer below. Yes or no, do you believe the federal government knows far more about UAPs than has admitted publicly? Let's have a conversation and make sure you stay connected with the Next News Network. Text the words raw feed to 844-840-4963. We're cutting out the middleman, going direct to you so you never miss a notification again. And also, America 250 is upon us. Celebrate with us. We've got some new gear in the merch shelf below this video, or you can check it out at shop.nextnewsnetwork.com.
The system controls information. Information control is power. I want you to see this. The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared.